I, Chair Heather Miller, call the Electrical and Elevator Board meeting of January 23rd, 2020 to order at 9:30 a.m. Debbie, please call the roll.
Chair Heather Miller.
Here.
Vice Chair Thomas Kyle is excused. BJ Barlow.
Here.
Randy Carmody.
Here.
John Flago.
Here.
Scott Hall.
Here.
Robert McNeil is excused. Brennan Pomrose.
Here.
Ryan Richards.
Here.
Randy Smith is excused. James Taunton.
Here.
Madam Chairman, we do have a quorum.
I, Chair Miller, rule the agenda and order of business approved. We have the draft meeting minutes from the last meeting. I, Chair Miller, rule the draft meeting minutes of November 21st, 2019 final. The date of the next scheduled meeting is March 26, 2020. And we're moving on to public comment. We have Eric McClaskey.
Approach the
Yep.
stand.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Eric McClaskey. I'm with the Elevator Industry Work Preservation Fund. I'm a member of the International Union of Elevator Constructors, Local 8 out of San Francisco. Just wanted to come before the board and speak to you on some programs that we have that we're initiating here in Oregon and across the United States. I was here with Randy Carmody yesterday, establishing an area safety committee meeting for the elevator industry, as well attended by both labor and management. It's the initial meeting for the Local 23 Area Safety Committee. But also I really want to speak to you about an alliance that we have entered into, we being the Elevator Industry Safety Partners and OSHA. The Elevator Industry Safety Partners consist of the International Union of Elevator Constructors, the Elevator Industry Work Preservation Fund, the Elevator Contractors of America, the National Association of Elevator Contractors, and the National NEI, National Elevator Industry, Inc. So basically the industry has come together, both union and non-union, to focus on safety in our industry. It's an alliance that is with federal OSHA across all 10 regions of the United States. It initiated in Philadelphia, Region 3, quickly spread to regions 1 through 6, and ultimately all 10 regions have signed on to this alliance. We signed it in September of 2019, and what's unique is all 10 regions are signatory to it. It's not a national alliance, but each of the regional administrators for all 10 regions are on board. What our goal is to bring on state plans to the alliance. So I've been in contact with Oregon OSHA and your alliance program administrator in how we can work with Oregon to bring them on board with the federal alliance, and if that is not a possibility, how we can align ourselves with Oregon OSHA. Because you have a very robust alliance program here, but it's all about promoting safety in our industry. We've had a number of fatalities over the years, and we're looking to make a difference. So just want to present that to you, and if you had any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And you can find this alliance on the Region 10 tab on the federal OSHA website. The alliance itself is there in print form for you to see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for Eric?
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Speakers just got really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to reports, Sarah Blam-Limville, contested case representative. Good morning.
Good morning, Chair Miller, members of the board. For the record, Sarah Blam-Limville, contested case representative. For you, we have 2 default orders. No board action is required, although I am available if you have any questions. The first one, Juan Ruiz, he's a second-time violator. And then the other one is just a first-time violation.
Through the chair,
Why only 2 for this last month? When lack of enforcement, or?
No, things slow down a little bit during the holidays. Not as many people are reporting violations. Plus, we have a lot of cases right now under investigation, and sometimes it takes a little longer for them to go through that process. We do have quite a few right now, just not in the resolution phase at the moment.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you.
Thanks.
Now we have the elevator program update. Warren Hartung. Brand new report.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. For the record, Warren Hartung, Chief Elevator Inspector. Brand new report. You want a little more detail on what we saw with accidents, and so we put together a report that kind of summarizes each accident. What we didn't want to do is include names, addresses, phone numbers, so those were redacted for obvious reasons. They kind of give you an idea of what I look at.
A lot of human error.
Yeah. Like most people, I think, would carry a chihuahua rather than let it ride on an escalator, but who am I to pass judgment?
They do have tiny feet.
After working at the airport for 8 years, I can tell you that does not happen.
No, it does
And paws get caught often. Not often, but too often.
too often. And you'll notice, reading through this, there's really isn't what I would call equipment malfunctions. That's not something I see. It's typically human error or just misjudgment. Nonetheless, we investigate.
I see the December inspection chart is, I don't know if it's the best one I've seen, but it looks pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We really put a focus on overdues the last quarter of the year, as if we don't every quarter, but I kind of pulled them off of doing regular periodics and just let's concentrate on overdues, guys. Try to get caught up.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen in my lifetime, but it's nice to give it an attempt.
Does anybody have any questions for Warren? Thank you, sir.
Thanks for your time.
And the electrical program update from Keith Anderson.
So Keith Anderson, Electrical Program Chief. We completed the review of the 2020 code yesterday, so the committee completed that, and we have a draft put together. Things went really well. I think it'll work well in the industry, and doing some clarifications on different things. So we had 11 members and really appreciate everything they did to help us put that together. So we plan on having something here for the board in March. The March meeting is what we're looking forward to, and it seems like everything's lined up to come into effect for 2020 code adoption October 1. So, cool. So any questions? All right, that's all I had.
We're moving on to new business. The board is going to review and approve committee recommendations for, choose to approve committee recommendations for new continuing education courses and instructor applications.
Tyler Glaze, Policy Analyst for the division. It looks like this round we had, I believe, 60 applications from 14 organizations. 25 courses were recommended for approval. 8 courses were recommended for denial. 23 instructors were recommended for approval, and 4 instructors were recommended for denial. Those are almost near the back of your packet. Actually, I believe it is the back of your packet. So if you'd like to take a look at those and have any questions or concerns, please feel free to speak up. Madam Chair, this will require a motion.
Does anybody have any questions for Tyler?
Through the chair, move to approve committee recommendations.
We have a motion to approve the committee recommendations. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed with nay?
The motion passes. There being no further business, the meeting is adjourned.
Wow.
10 minutes.
Holy cow.
I had other things to do up here.